FCS parents. By the time you guys watch this, I will probably be in Southern California riding a roller coaster. That's right, I am taking the seniors down to Southern California for their senior trip. It's going to be a great time. We are leaving early in the morning, driving all night, getting to Southern California bright early in the morning. We're going to go to breakfast. That way the kids can get something in their stomach. That way while they're riding the roller coasters, if they get sick, they're not dry heaving. At least we'll have something to bring up. And we're having a good time riding roller coasters all throughout the day. Then when we're done with the park, we'll go out to dinner, and then we'll head to Grace Assembly of God. They've agreed to allow us to sleep there overnight, which is awesome. So we'll sleep at Grace Assembly of God in their youth chapel overnight. We're all bringing sleeping bags, and everybody's just going to camp out there in the youth chapel. We'll get up early the next morning and hopefully be back here at the school by noon on Friday. But it's going to be a great time. I've had the privilege of going on all the senior trips since I've been here at the school, and it's really an honor to be able to spend this last bonding trip for many of these students. Some of these students have been together for a long time. Some of them not quite as long if they're fairly new to the school, but all of them have good relationships, and I always enjoy watching how the students interact in their relationships, and many times how a trip like this can help strengthen those relationships and strengthen those bonds. In many ways, I know some of these students very well, but I always learn something new about the students when we go on trips like this. When you're spending several days with teenagers, something always comes out, especially when you're in a vehicle for long periods of time with people. All sorts of things come out of people. So I'm looking forward to it. It's usually a lot of fun. And then obviously we would appreciate your prayers, prayers for safety on the drive down, safety while we're there, safety throughout the entire trip. Please pray for my sanity as well. While it's a lot of fun hanging out with teenagers for a couple days, it can also be a mind-bending experience. So pray for Mr. Fortney that I come back in a sane and safe attitude way. Okay, so while we are riding roller coasters, the kids here at school, many of them will be taking TerraNova, the TerraNova test. It's our standardized test for the school year, and it's nowhere near as fun as riding roller coasters. But we want to make sure the kids are ready to go. Hopefully they had a good night's sleep and ate a good breakfast and they're ready to go for their TerraNova testing. We always try to make sure the kids keep their anxiety levels down. Some kids get really worked up over tests like this, but we don't want them worked up. It's a test that we're just trying to get a benchmark of where the kids are at. And remember, we never compare the kids to each other. We always compare a child to themselves. We take a look at where they tested last year as compared to this year. We just want to see how much progress they've made in terms of the education over the school year. So it's a great opportunity for us to just take a look. And it's a standardized test. It's a benchmark test for us as we just kind of observe where the kids are at educationally. So they'll be here trudging through TerraNova testing while myself and the seniors are off playing in the theme park and riding roller coasters. So that means I will not be here for Friday chapel, but that's all right because we've got some very capable people here. They'll be handling things. Mr. Voice will be kind of in charge of the chapel on Friday morning. It's a combined chapel, so all the kids will be together. Sean Marshall is coming down from Sacramento. He's a fantastic youth pastor. He will be here to speak to the kids. He always does a great job when he's here. I don't know if he'll be lighting himself on fire. He's done that before. He's done all kinds of crazy stuff, done magic tricks. He always has something up his sleeve, literally, when he is here to tell the kids as a application for the kids in their message. He just does a fantastic job. Well, also because our primary members of our chapel leadership team, almost all of them are seniors. We're actually going to have some other kids filling in for the chapel leadership worship team. And it's really going to be a preview of the chapel leadership worship team for next year. And I'm excited about those kids getting this opportunity on Friday. Mrs. Strickland is also excited about working with these kids, and it's going to be really good. I'm really excited for these kids to get that opportunity because next year, worship team, it's all on these kids that are going to be performing on Friday. So looking forward to hearing about that. Again, pray for us while we're on our trip. Pray for the students today, if you think about it, while they're taking their TerraNova tests, that they just have clear minds and be able to focus on the test and do their best as they're taking their standardized testing for the year. I will be back, as I said, on Friday afternoon, and things will get back to normal hopefully after that. If I don't see you guys very soon, then hopefully I'll at least see you on May 5th at our variety show and fundraising dinner. Make sure to keep that date saved. Make sure to buy your tickets here in the office. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week. God bless.